Nice to meet you. It's a cool view. Today is February 17th, 2026. We are currently in the midst of the most massive and shocking fourth industrial revolution in human history. Do you remember when ChatGPT first came out just 2-3 years ago? The whole world was buzzing, saying, wow, AI can write and code too? But let me speak frankly, business owners. Those days are now just a prologue. What is happening now in Silicon Valley and research labs around the world is on a different level. Now, AI is not just speaking language inside a monitor, but is also acting action in the form of a robot, and has begun to understand from Google the laws of physics of this from China's ByteDance, and Optimus from Tesla. They are not just simple new technologies. In the next 10 years, they will be the engine of a new civilization that will suck up global wealth like a black hole. Today I will explain what the core of this massive trend, the world model, is, and who the absolute will be, the ultimate winner in this battlefield, in a way that's very easy and deep. As if I were explaining it to my high school nephew. Row 1. Moravec's Paradox. The reason why AI at Seoul National University can't fold laundry. Let me introduce a very famous conundrum before diving into the main topic. It is none other than Moravec's Paradox. What is difficult for humans, chess, Go, calculus, turning a doorknob, for AI, folding laundry, while what is easy for humans, walking. Think about it. ChatGPT can write a paper in just 3 seconds. Seoul National University students are smarter than Harvard students. But if I tell this friend, hey, go over there and bring me a cup of coffee, they can't do it. The strength to pick up the coffee mix, the angle of pouring hot water, the sense of balance while holding the cup, all of these physical interactions have only been learned through text. So far, AI LLM has been a genius with an oversized brain. He was a philosopher trapped in a library, unable to use his body. But now, in 2026, AI is finally breaking out of the library and heading to the gym. The key to this is the world model that I will explain today. Back 2. What is a world model? Learning love through books versus real-life love? So what exactly is a world model? Compared to existing LLMs, it's quite simple. LLM, e.g., ChatGPT is like someone who has learned love. This friend has read a million romance novels. When asked, what should I do if a woman is angry? They brilliantly respond, apologize and empathize. But in real situations, when my girlfriend makes a strange expression, can I grasp the subtle flow of the atmosphere and the meaning of her gaze? No, there is no such information in the text. So sometimes I make nonsensical statements hallucination. On the other hand, world models e.g. Genie, Tesla, FSD are like experts in real-life dating. This friend learned about the world through videos and experiences instead of books. I can simulate in my mind how the other person's expression will distort result if I say this here cause. In other words, it is an AI that understands causality and physical laws rather than just in investing. For AI to be profitable, it needs to step out of the monitor, manufacture goods in factories, deliver packages, and drive. To do that, you need physical sense rather than just talking skills. Only companies with a world model can dominate this real economy. Google's Genie and China's Seedance. The first to take the lead in this field was indeed Google. Google DeepMind's Genie is truly shocking. Google showed this friend 200,000 hours of 2D game footage. However, no one taught it. This is the jump key, this is the attack key. Yet Genie learned it on its own. The character is soaring upward result because some invisible force jump key is at work. Now, if you just throw a photo to Genie, it will analyze it and instantly create a playable game. If this technology advances, the metaverse will become a true reality. Instead of watching what others have created like on Netflix, a time will come when I can say, create a medieval castle for me, and AI will create the world for me. China's ByteDance TikTok's Seedance is also frightening. By learning from TikTok's short-form videos, it enables anyone to produce movie-like videos. In terms of popularity, they are the best. However, their limitations are clear. They are trapped inside the monitor. They may be kings in the virtual world, but they do not fully understand the physical laws of the rough real-world gravity,
Overlord
friction,
Tesla,
unexpected
and the trap of
fake
situations.
data. Here, our protagonist, Tesla, makes its appearance. While Google and China are creating the Matrix virtual, Tesla is rolling in the mud reality. Tesla's autonomous driving FSD. Full self-driving is the world model running on the road, and this brain has been implanted into the humanoid robot Optimus. Many people ask. Nvidia is also training robots with a virtual simulation called Omniverse. Won't they catch up to Tesla? I firmly say no. Why do you ask? Data quality is different. Nvidia uses synthetic data, created in virtual spaces like computer games. However, reality is different from games. Suddenly, an ostrich might run onto the road, or sunlight could reflect and obscure the traffic lights. Such edge cases, rare situations cannot be created through simulation. They can only be experienced in reality. Tesla's 6 million vehicles and factory. Robots around the world are collecting this physical data in real time. A fake simulation cannot beat the real world. This is Tesla's the absolute irreplaceable moat. The Earth gets hotter. Now let's look at the most important flow of money as an investor. What powers this incredible AI model and makes the robots move? It's energy. When Google Genie creates a game or Seedance produces a video, it uses hundreds or thousands of times more electricity than traditional Google searches. Data centers suck in electricity like a black hole. The power grid is on the verge of collapsing right now. That's why both Sam Altman and Elon Musk are saying, the limitation of AI is not semiconductors but power. Ultimately, the future hegemony depends on who can efficiently produce and store energy. This is why we should view Tesla not just as a car company, but as an energy company. Tesla is the only company that has completed vertical integration of solar power production, megapack storage, electric vehicles, robots, and consumption. Additionally, we must pay close attention to nuclear power. SMR for stable base load supply and transformer a conclusion for business owners that will lay the groundwork for the power grid. Looking ahead to the next 10 years, the AI industrial revolution presents us with two futures. One is the life of a digital sharecropper, consuming content created by AI and paying a monthly subscription fee. The other is the life of a system owner, who owns the means of production, namely AI and robots, and provides them with food energy. We must become the owners. Here are 3 strategies for this. First, buy companies that hold real-world data. Tesla. The kings of the virtual world, Google, Meta, are good, but the potential of Tesla to dominate the real world is even greater. When stock prices fluctuate, that's the opportunity. The moment robots replace human labor, the value of that company becomes immeasurable. Second, protect the energy pathway. As AI advances, electricity will become scarce. Include power infrastructure, transformers, power lines, energy storage, ESS, and next-generation nuclear-related stocks in your portfolio. This is a 10-year supercycle. Third, please fasten your seatbelt. TLT, dollar technological inevitably lead to deflation price decline. Because robots make things cheaper. And as existing jobs are destroyed, there may be economic shocks. In preparation for this time, firmly support your assets with U.S. Treasury bonds, TLT, and dollars. The world is changing frighteningly. However, for those who can see through the essence, a greater opportunity than ever is opening up. If you want to prepare for the future ahead of others, setting up notifications is essential. I was a cold and rational view. Thank you.